Citel, the VoIP migration company.
Welcome to the Citel podcast series. I'm Lee Fatzinger. Today we're highlighting National Sales and Distribution, a Montreal, Quebec firm that's been serving the Yellow Pages Group as an exclusive distributor of telephone directories throughout Quebec and Ontario for more than 90 years. The company sells advertising and other directory products primarily through a 20-person call center. The company recently deployed Citel's Portico telephone VoIP adapter as a part of their VoIP migration strategy. I had the opportunity to speak with the company's network manager, Alan Kobolansky, who spoke about the firm.
We have approximately, anywhere from 15 to 20 people actively working on the phones, either inbound or outbound, primarily inbound.
I asked Alan what the primary motivations for migrating his call center to a voice-over IP platform were.
I really wanted to replace our existing Northstar system, which was aging and obviously proprietary and just not a general system to manage, very computer system-like. There was a barrier to entry into voice-over IP, namely the handsets, and of course all the user training associated with the handsets.
The firm decided to deploy an Asterisk IP PBX because of the cost savings and enhanced functionality. Asterisk is an open source IP PBX platform developed by Digium in Huntsville, Alabama. But even though the Asterisk IP PBX offered next generation features he was looking for, one key obstacle was remaining.
I've been looking for a reason to swap out our old phone system, and it always involved purchasing SIP handsets to attach to my Asterisk server, which was a pretty pricey affair. Handsets, at least in Canadian dollars, could be anywhere from $250 to $350 a piece, and it adds up pretty quickly. I think it's the most significant expense in the purchase of a phone system. So I just started Googling around for SIP, and I was really hoping to find a device that would allow me to connect my old Northstar phones into my Asterisk PBX.
As with many Citel customers, Alan decided to undertake the installation of the Portico TVA himself.
Upon arriving, opened the box, pushed that little Bix harmonica into position, connected the Citel SIP gateway, and ran some jumpers, and away you go. I mean, it was literally that easy. It was actually a joy to install.
I asked Alan how the employees reacted to the new IP PBX after completing the installation.
Honestly, I didn't tell them, and I did this over a weekend. They didn't know what hit them. I mean, literally, it was completely transparent. It's the old handset, it's the old headset, it's the same dial plan. Everything was absolutely identical. The display itself, I think, was slightly different at what would appear on the phone, but I don't think anyone was the wiser to notice that there was a difference. And, it was more of an issue of configuring my Asterisk box to reproduce the functionality of my Northstar ACD system, but that I had done in advance and basically made it look identical.
One question we like to ask enterprises after they install Portico is how they would have undertaken the migration to IP telephony had they not known about Citel.
Obviously one path was to rip everything out and put in a brand new phone system. And then, of course, there's all the training costs and the infrastructure costs, which I excluded immediately. The second solution is, to go in and put a bunch of Polycom phones in there, buy a bunch of new headsets, whether that's Snome or anybody else. A Polycom phone in Canadian dollars is probably, $200, $250. If you get some aggressive pricing, multiply that by the number of users, it really adds up. I think the real savings is in making the accountant happy and making him realize that the amortization period of his phones can be extended because we maintain the value in our handsets, we maintain the value in the user training. I can't even put a price on those items. Just that it seemed like the right thing to do move in this direction. And obviously the savings in not having to buy additional handsets were there as well.
I asked Alan if he had any final thoughts on this VoIP migration experience utilizing the Citel Portico TVA.
You know, as a telecommunications engineer, and I've worked for Nortel and I've worked for Bell Northern Research, and I know switching technology intimately, this is the type of technology where, you know, you dream about building yourself, and you know, here it comes along, and it's exactly what you're looking for.
To learn more about the Citel Portico telephone VoIP adapter and how it can reduce the cost of your enterprise VoIP migration, visit us on the web at citel.com.